What I'm going to do is we're going to put the clock on 10 minutes. We're going to have a little round table session instead of having to debate back and forth. We're going to set 10 minutes on the schedule, on the timer. There it is, right above me, or right over here. There he goes. And once the timer hits 0, the discussion ends. So, and tonight's topic is the war on Christmas, which there really isn't a war on Christmas because we're not trying to keep you people from having Christmas. If you want to enjoy Christmas, go for it. We don't fucking care. What we do care about is you pushing Christmas into public spaces where it doesn't belong. If it's on a ground of a public forum, a public park, or a courthouse, or wherever, those places are strictly verboten by law. Yes, I use the German word verboten. It's forbidden by law. But these religious sects out there want to push their religion into those spaces. They don't belong there. If you want to push it, you want to put Mary and Joseph and all the other people who didn't exist out on your frickin' lawn and display it there, or at your church or whatever, you go right ahead. I won't look at it because it's fucking patently stupid and ridiculous, but you have a right to do it. I don't give a damn. You put it over there in those places, that's where the problem is. And this really isn't a war on Christmas. It's Christianity and Christmas war on secularism. And that's what this is. It's their fighting and trying to push their stuff into our space, into the space of secularism. And that's where the real war lies. Not trying to push them out from believing, and not for putting their stuff out on their front lawn. It's the other way around. There is a war, but it's the other way around. And that's tonight's topic. So let's get that clock started. And we start now. Everybody, have at it. Crystal, Wayne, thoughts?
Well, I think you said everything.
I am good at that.
No, I agree. I don't mind a Christmas tree. That's a pretty secular holiday symbol in public spaces. So I have a problem with that. It's the when they throw in the religious iconography, the nativity with the Jesus, Mary, Joseph, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So if we keep it more to the Santa, even though Santa, I guess, Saint Nick, maybe, where does he draw the line? It's hard, maybe you have to throw it all out. Maybe you're right. I don't know.
Mm.
But definitely not the nativity. It's not in the public space. But, hey, everybody in your front yard, hey, in your church, on your shirt, go around saying Merry Christmas to everybody.
Yeah.
More power to it.
Yeah, exactly. Do you have anything you want to add in there, Crystal?
No, I agree with that because, personally, I don't see that happening, I guess, here per se. The churches set up their displays and then their nativity scenes or whatever. The schools, by and large, it has to do with Santa Claus and Christmas trees and gifts and stuff, and it's not presented from a religious point of view, quote, shoving it down your throat.
Well, on that I actually have to disagree with you, because
I said around here.
Oh, around there, okay. I forget, we're in different parts of the country.
Yes, and that's, I think people are very sensitive to that around here because, as I've said before, coming from a more Christian area, it really is all that I've known. And I have to stop and think, once I had children, that was a really big deal for me, that I think that I came to a big epiphany about that, because it was, okay, what if I happened to be in another country and my children were exposed to some type of religion like that, that I was directly opposed to? And I think that's whenever my mind started opening more, when I thought about my own children having to go through that, and really not being not understanding that and being discriminated upon that just based on belief or non-belief. I still think it just goes back to, gosh, just not to force anything on anybody, but to still be what makes America America, and be able to have your nativity scene.
Yep.
Without being ridiculed about it publicly, if it's in your place, your space, your T-shirt, whatever.
Yep.
Just not as long as it's not being forced upon anybody. So actually, I think we really all three are in agreement.
Yeah, Wayne, you had something to say there. What did you say?
No, I agree completely.
Yeah, you know, and another thing is, if you watch like the Bill O'Reilly, or you just go to YouTube and Google or War on Christmas, for example, Bill O'Reilly comes up. He's going after people who are saying, "Oh, it's not a Christmas tree; it's a holiday tree." You know, the thing is, though, people like him don't understand that the Christmas tree, or the pine tree in this instance, is from a pagan ritual. There is nothing Christian about Christmas. First of all, Jesus, if he ever existed, one of the passages basically puts him when he was born during the springtime. So the fact that we celebrate in December would not be his birthday. We're celebrating if he actually existed. We're celebrating it 6 months later. Now that kind of sucks. You know, how would you like to have your birthday celebrated 6 months afterwards? It's like, oh, today's your birthday. We'll see you in 6 months. Kind of ridiculous, don't you think? And the giving of gifts, that's not biblical at all. That's from another pagan ritual called Saturnalia. I mean, they would exchange gifts, if I'm not mistaken. So the only thing that's supposedly Christian is this the story of the Jesus story. I mean, there was no donkey, nothing like that. I mean, even the Pope recently, even not that I give a shit what the Pope says, but he came up with the fact he had time to write a book saying, hey, there was no donkey, there was no chicken, no wise men. Even the Bible doesn't say there was wise men. There was just it said there were kings, and they didn't specify how many there were. They came kings or magi that came supposedly to his birth. The whole Jesus story, where he was born, everybody that's in this chat room and on this panel right here, everybody said, well, no, this one says, well, Jesus was born in a manger. Well, there's conflicting stories there. The Bible also says he was born in a house. So which story is fucking right? The Bible is in complete conflict with itself. It's in a house. It's in a stable. There is so much wrong with this book. Why people are following this thing that they think is reality? It just blows my mind. Anybody else have any thoughts on that, please?
Well, I think you might have got off topic a little bit.
No, that's still part of the topic there.
Well, I mean, now you're questioning, why does anybody follow Christianity at all?
No, I would. Yeah. Well, I stepped in my soapbox a little bit there. Sorry about that.
The public space.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, the public space. Yeah. Well, this is my public space.
I just think that Christmas time is what you personally make of it. And to me, it's a celebration of family. It's a celebration of friends. It's a good time of the year to where you can call attention to the things that you are grateful for in your life. Mm-hmm. Whether you are religious, whether you are not, that should make no difference. Atheists should be allowed to enjoy the holiday season just as much as I should be, or anyone else should be. And for me, it's more of a celebration of your family. And we give gifts. What I think mainly in a Southern Baptist thing, and it was representative of the gifts that the wise men gave to Jesus at his birth, and now that's kind of where the gift giving came from our side of the religion goes. But I just think it's a time to reflect, and a time to be grateful. to be grateful for what you have, your home, your job, your money, what little you have, and to be together and to enjoy the music and to just enjoy that time. That's what Christmas is to me.
Yeah, you know, the thing is, though, anyway, the other thing is that you said the giving the gifts was in the Bible, and actually that was actually stolen from other religions as well. That I just mentioned that about the Saturnalia. That was the celebrating of Christmas in this and according to not only in the Bible, but it was basically banned. You could not celebrate Christmas at all. Like the way you celebrate now was banned by the church. Actually, I should say, not the Bible itself. Excuse my ignorance there. Was banned by the church for celebrating, and it didn't come back into fashion back until the late 1800s or 1900s, if I'm not mistaken. So the whole notion of Christmas is less than 100 years old, at most, maybe 200 at most.
Sure. What I was saying was around here, really that's kind of what we're speaking of as far as how we explain why the gift giving goes. Mm-hmm. That's just kind of our little take on it. I'm not speaking for everybody, and I'm not even saying it's all correct. That's just our way of thinking it here. That's all.
Yeah. No, I understand that. I'm just trying to, make the, the connection between the two bits there. I mean, and Christianity has taken so much from so many other cultures, then try to say, hey, this is all Christianity. No, it's not. I mean, hell, even the holly that you stick over in the fireplace of the fireplace, or the Yule log, or the holly kiss underneath. That's all taken from all the religions. Not one of them is Christianity. Not one.